I first met Cheryl when I was a student here. She was the first African American faculty member, I believe, that we ever hired in the School of Social Work. I'm Sophia Jingaleski, professor in the School of Social Work, the University of Central Florida. I've known Dr. Cheryl Green for approximately 20 to 25 years.
I was a new black male on campus, and I say that for the simple reason there weren't very many of us at all, women or men. So she made a point to go out and introduce herself, and also to let you know, if you need help, I'm here. I'm Mel Rogers. I knew Dr. Green as a colleague, faculty member, and also an associate dean for the college for 22 years. Cheryl was also one of the first assistant deans within the college itself.
I'm Tadashi Erica Poole, and Dr. Cheryl Green was my mother. She wasn't the type of person that just bragged about something or said, hey, I was the first at something. I knew that she was important, but it was only later on that I kind of found that out and was kind of taken aback by it. Social work's all about communication and understanding and compassion and empathy. So it's something that just, in general, I think more people need to be able to do. More people should be at least be wanting to do those type of things.
You know, she described the profession as more of a calling, you know, as a way to really connect with people.
She actually was a kind of a liaison between two gangs, the Bloods and the Crips. She used to go in between the two groups and had to have an escort to make sure she was not hurt, because she would be talking and helping with social work problems and issues going on. And I remember I was shocked. I said, Mom, that's really dangerous. And she's like, yes, you know, I was younger back then. But when I got older and then you came around especially, I'm like, I want to be in a more secure place where I could do more good.
I am Dr. Arlene Thompson, and I met Dr. Green when I first studied a master's level social work program here at UCF. Whenever you walk into Dr. Green's office, she would be sitting behind a desk, and it would have just tons of books and papers and everything on, and she would just be over all this work that's there, but she would just push whatever she was doing aside and say, hey, come on in, sit down.
Part of Cheryl's role was to try to build that network, especially make students feel welcome, and she always talked in terms of togetherness and not divisiveness. And that's what Cheryl taught us. You know, she's very proud this university was growing. It took us a long time to get here, and we still got a lot more to go.
As far as anything to deal with being a person of color or a woman, my mom used to be always the part of that. At the end of the day, all you have is what you've done, and anything to deal with the color you are, the person you are, should just be an emphasis on the wonderfulness of you. Should be something that should always be there and be focused, but at the end of the day, it's your heart, it's your soul, it's what you do with the position that you have that really matters.
And I remember her saying, working in the field, you know, during the day, trying to be a parent at night, and then, you know, going to school and getting the grades that she got, and really going as high educationally as she did. And in academia, we don't always recognize service. And that was really what her strength was, whether it be students that she was serving, whether it be the community that she did that in, whether it be, you know, working with the kids at the youth center, wherever it was, that's where her passion was.
The most important thing you can share with a community about Dr. Green is her humility, her bravery, especially now with all the social upheavals about Black Lives Matter, about all these different aspects of people feeling as if they are not valued, was that no matter what, she values people.
She believed in trying to right what was wrong. I think she'll be very proud to work with, especially the African American scholars that have really stepped up. And not just marching and protesting, but actually writing. You know, that's another thing I think we don't do sometimes, is tell our stories to the young ones. You know, we all have history. bad or good. But in order to understand who you are, you've got to understand that history. And Cheryl would be out there teaching that history.
I have kept this, dedication in the book. And it says, for Dr. Cheryl Green, her intelligence made her a social work scholar. And through her teaching and her writing, the hearts of many of the social workers like me will never be the same. Although not a day goes by that I do not miss my dearest friend, I remain comforted by the time that we shared together. That's Cheryl.
My mother was very proud of the fact that she worked for UCF. She was very proud of the fact that there were more people of color coming in. There were more faces that were not just the same types of faces. And that's something that she was incredibly proud of and loved the fact that that happened. For the people who are watching this, I would love for them to know that my mother was incredibly kind, incredibly generous, incredibly funny, and a light that even though she's still not here, people will feel when they know about her or they know about her story. It's a warmth that she exuded that even now is still there.